How we put this up is we call it essential care on the left-hand side. These are the things that prevent failures. For some people like the word prolonged life because you can't prevent failures forever. Nothing lasts forever, so if you want to call it prolonged life, that's okay too. But prevent failures, lubrication, alignment, good balancing if you have a lot of rotating equipment. Detail cleaning, operating practices as installation practices, filtration. It could be filtration of lubricants, but it can also be filtration of air to DC motors. It can be filtration of water to mechanical seals, etc. Adjustments, of course, fixed time maintenance. So if you just replace something without any condition check, you just replace something on a scheduled basis actually prevents the failure from happening. Maybe very expensive to do, but that's the way you're doing it. Then your condition monitoring. This is where we may think a little bit differently. Well, I think we think the same way, but we may not divide it up the same way. Subjective is look, listen, feel, smell. We don't have taste there, notice. Objective is then we measure something. We measure a pressure, a flow, a current, voltage, distance, vibration, temperature, decibels, whatever it may be. The list goes on with some type of tool. This is how we define the preventive maintenance actions. And it could be good to say, okay, do we include all of this in our preventive maintenance program or some pieces of it? I definitely think you need to say we're going to focus on a part of it because it's a lot, right? So we're very clear on what we're talking about. Of course, we want to move from the subjective to the objective when we can. So if we have a temperature check that we do with putting our hand on the motor, both with safety reasons and of course information, if we can take that temperature in the motor with an infrared temperature gun, that's much better. Now whether we record that temperature or not, that's a judgment call. I'm not always, some people say we're going to record everything because we need to check that people are actually doing this. I'll buy that if you actually do that. If you go back and collect data, my rule of thumb is, and it's a little bit different for different people, the rule of thumb is if you collect data, I'm okay with collecting data if somebody looks at the data. But if you collect data and nobody looks at it, don't collect it. It's just pointless unless you have some type of triggers and automatic systems, and it's a little bit different maybe, but don't just collect a bunch of information nobody looks at. To me, it doesn't make any sense. Then you might just check the temperature. It's 97 degrees Fahrenheit. That's okay. Don't record anything, just say check. The temperature was checked, but you don't record it if you don't look at the data.